Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris, and welcome to Chris Watches the World. And today we're gonna be doing the same thing we do every day, reacting to this crazy world. Y'all come on in. I know a lot of y'all have seen this story about the Ukrainian woman that left Ukraine in order to come here for safety and end up being slain on the train by a homeless guy. But today I want to go over that video with you guys, and we're just gonna go ahead and get right on into it.
Weeks since a young woman was killed on the light rail, Katz has now released surveillance video of that horrific night. I'm Scott Wickersham.
And I'm Erica Bryant. Channel 9 was one of multiple news outlets to request a copy of the video, with the purpose of trying to better understand the timeline shared by authorities in the days since the attack. First, we want to bring you up to speed on where things stand. Now, according to the police and Katz, DeCarlos Brown stabbed and killed Iryna Zarutska back on August the 22nd.
She was here in Charlotte after leaving the war in Ukraine. Brown is in jail on those murder charges tonight. Katz also banned him from riding their service for life.
Channel 9's Joe Bruno has been one of several reporters dedicated to covering this story since day one. Now, he reviewed the footage, and he is joining us now in the studio. Joe, I understand it's very disturbing.
Yeah, the video is horrific. It's extremely disturbing, and it was incredibly hard to watch. Out of respect for the family, we are not showing any portion of it where you can see Iryna Zarutska. What we will show gives you perspective and context surrounding the night of August 22nd. So we'll start with the man in the red sweatshirt right here. This is DeCarlos Brown, and you can see the train was pretty full, several passengers sitting around him. When Zarutska boarded the train,
Guys, y'all can always lately it just always seemed like the usual suspects. Black male with dreads. Those tend to be the usual suspects in these cases. A lot of these violent attacks and violent cases, and the ones where there's gun violence. Typically it's the black male with dreads.
he sat in this seat right here on the aisle in the row in front of him. You could see Brown was at the window. Zarutska was wearing headphones. The two had no interaction whatsoever. She was scrolling on her phone the entire ride. DeCarlos Brown showed little to no emotion on the ride. He rested his head on the window, and just as Katz said, he looked like any other transit rider. About a minute before the fatal stabbing, we noticed a shift. He started to fidget with his hand, and his eyes widened. This stood out because we knew what was about to happen, but
See what was going on. He was probably contemplating in his head what he was about to do.
it wasn't necessarily something that would seem strange or dangerous to you in the moment. He actually rested his head on the glass again just seconds before he took a knife out of his pocket, stood up, and immediately stabbed Iryna Zarutska. Then in Zarutska's final moments, this angle shows Brown slowly walking toward the front of the train. Another man ran to tell the light rail operator what had happened and to stop. About 2 minutes and 5 seconds later, when the train came to a stop at the East-West station, Brown stepped off the train. CMPD arrested him on the platform. One thing I want to point out is the heroic passengers who rushed to Zarutska's aid.
I mean, you see that it's probably the most vicious, heinous crime that you can do. This young lady was just sitting there minding her business, just probably got off work or was headed to work, and she never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. Just imagine being repeatedly stabbed in the neck, like you're just sitting there on your phone, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, and you're just gone, just like that. Just like that. And see, this guy here, this guy's caught in 4K. You know what we need to start doing with people who are caught in 4K doing heinous crimes like this? We need to go ahead and execute them. And from here on out, I'm gonna say we're gonna let God sort them out, because there's no place in society for somebody like this. Somebody like this, again, need to be executed within 2 weeks, and from there we'll let God sort them out, because we ain't got time for them. Everybody has their chance to contribute to society, and like I say, you're only given so we need to do it to where you only given so many chances, and if you do something as heinous as this, And 4K, go ahead and send them on their way and let God sort them out. That's all I can say about that.
We saw one man literally take the shirt off of his back and attempt CPR. Erica.
Just a disturbing case.
And then I don't want to hear that. Well, maybe he was mentally ill, or some people just evil. Some people just evil. Some people just evil, and need to be put down so God can sort them out.
Here, Joe. Thank you for breaking all that down for us. Channel 9 spoke to the mother of DeCarlos Brown, the suspect. She says she's heartbroken about what happened. She says her son has schizophrenia and that she has tried multiple times to get him help to no avail. Iryna Zarutska's family obituary says that she was an artist. She loved sculpting and designing unique, eclectic clothing that reflected her vibrant spirit. It went on to say that she had a deep love for animals and that she often cared for her neighbors' pets. She fled Ukraine with her mother, sister, and brother to come here to our area. Over the past 2 weeks, we have had extensive coverage of this case.
All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the videos. There was another thing. There was also, it wasn't implied in this particular segment, but the man had been arrested over 14 times. He shouldn't have been in society anyway. He shouldn't have been here to have done this to her. He should have been locked. If he got schizophrenia, make us a jail for the mentally ill. I ain't talking about the hospital. Just make a jail for him and just have him, just take him there and leave them there. These people don't deserve to be in society. And I don't even buy all that schizophrenia shit half the time. Like I say, the man just damn evil. It's just evil. It ain't got nothing to do with that. What possessed a man just to knife and stab somebody? It's pure evil. Again, need to be executed within 2 weeks. He was called in 4K. Well, let God sort him out. Wherever he's supposed to go. If God gonna forgive him for his schizophrenia, fine. If not, gonna sit him down at a roast. But guys, that's it for this video. This is, I may do another segment on this one because like I said, there's a lot more to the story, but I just wanted to go ahead and just cover it because, like I say, it's kind of been everywhere, and I wanted to add my 2 cents to it. But y'all, let me know what y'all think. Should this guy be allowed to sit in prison the rest of his days? Because he definitely don't need to be out anywhere anymore. Like I think you've had 11 to 14 chances already. This was it. But me personally, I think he just needs to be put down and be sorted out with the Lord. But anyway, guys, y'all let me know. Y'all like, comment. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe for more videos like these. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.